Hi guys, how you all doing? You're back with Sam, and what I want to bring you today is the first in a series of videos where I bring you my views on the latest news in the world of gaming. Now this was suggested to me by my good friend Liam Gilroy of Harlequin Films, and what you can see in the background while this is going on is some Halo 4 Capture the Flag multiplayer, and you'll be able to tell from this video that I am firmly on defence for this. I don't really do any attacking, just staying back, making sure the enemy don't get our flag. So that's going to be playing while I discuss the latest topics. Now, first on my list is the Xbox 720, if that is what it's going to be called. And this is something I read that was only just come out, it was a couple of hours ago, on the MTV page. And reportedly, Microsoft are planning to reveal the next generation console to the world at a special event in April. Now, a direct quote from the source is computer games website CVG quotes several industry insiders, including one at Sony, as confirming the month for the big reveal of the Xbox 360's successor. And the staff from Sony was quoted as saying that they definitely ruffled some feathers, so this looks like it may have some backbone to it, and possibly we will hear about the new Xbox in a special event in April. Which brings me to the discussion of the issue of pre-owned games. Now, there's a lot of rumours been flying about both these next generation consoles, and the fact that perhaps these may be the end of days for pre-owned games, which is quite a big issue for a lot of gamers because new games are quite a lot of money, and pre-owned games is maybe the only way of getting a decent game without breaking the budget. Now, when it comes to the PS4, we have had the announcement of this at the big conference. I'm not sure when it was, I think it was last week, and to be honest, it blew me away. That console looks incredible. But they've not really shed any complete light on the situation. I know the Vice President, Michael Denny, has promised the company will do the right thing with regards to the developers and the consumers. So they've laid a hint that perhaps there will be the ability to play pre-owned games, but they've yet to confirm it. Now, with the Xbox, someone at IDOS, the president, Ian Livingston, has confirmed that next-gen Xbox will block used games using watermarks on discs. Now, I know this is not a source directly from Microsoft, but it's still someone with a bit of weight behind him, and just to say something like this, that someone in such a high position has got to have a reason to do it. Now, if this is true, this will be the first nail in the coffin for the new Xbox for me. Now, I am a big Xbox fan. I have both an Xbox 360 and a PS3, and I can safely say that my PS3 barely gets used. I'm always on my Xbox. But if they do block used games and PS4 doesn't, that's what I'll be getting. I'll be definitely getting a PS4. I mean, from the launch itself, I've already been convinced that this new PlayStation is going to absolutely blow the world apart. It looks absolutely incredible. And if they're the ones who let you play pre-owned games and Xbox don't, then I can see a lot of people moving back over to Sony, and I really want them to bring it back this time round. So that's my views on the next generation consoles. Up next, I want to talk about THQ. Now, a lot of gamers will know that THQ has gone into bankruptcy. It no longer really exists. And they've already had to auction off a lot of their franchises. Well, now we've been told that there's going to be another auction in April. And the things that are going to be auctioned are the likes of Darksiders, Red Faction, Homeworld, Titan Quest, Costume Quest, Stacking. There's still no word on the Warhammer 40k license, but we're presuming that Sega, who are the new owners of Relic, are in the process of negotiating that contract. But for the rest, it really is an open playing field, and this is where these series can really be made or broken, I think. All depends who buys them. The likes of Red Faction, you want to see someone like perhaps Epic Games who are making Gears, someone like that take over it, because if it gets into the hands of someone like EA, it's just going to become a really big money-making scheme, which I'm not going to say Epic isn't, because my next set of news is to do with that. Then the likes of Darksiders, I would love to see Darksiders fall into the hands of Bandai Namco and From Software, and the guys who make Dark Souls, because they could do something really special with that game. So let's really hope that these fall into the hands of the right people. My friend Mark, his take on this is he just wants to see a better Summoner game, because he said to me that he really enjoyed the concept of the other Summoner games, but the whole thing turned out to be a bit naff. So we'll see what happens with those franchises. Hopefully they go to the right people. Now, the next bit of news is regarding Gears of War Judgement. Now, this is something I've got pre-ordered. I'm looking forward to it. But with Gears 3, you could buy a Season Pass. Now, with this Season Pass, it entitles you to download all the DLC, and the cost of the Season Pass was less than buying it all individually. So it's sort of like a buy all at once, save a bit of money. But with the new season pass, this is something I saw I think on Pixel Anime the other day, they're going to make it so anyone who owns the season pass will also get double the amount of XP per game. Now this to me is an extremely shady move from Epic Games. I mean, this is why Cliff left, because he realised that they'd really lost heart and all about the money, just like a lot of other companies are nowadays. I know that's fair enough, you've got to make your money, but this is just, I'd say this is pretty lame from them. Basically, they want people to go, oh, if I pay this, I'll get double the XP. So you're going to get a lot of people just handing them money just so they can get double XP per game. And that also gives them license to up the price of the season pass as well. So I want to hear your views on this, but I personally am a bit disgusted by this move. I think it's a very sly way of getting more people to put their hand in the pocket and get them a bit more money. And I don't like the way it's turning out, because Gears was supposed to be a series that was for the community, for the gamers, and made for them to enjoy. And it's just gone the other way, I think. But we'll see. I'm still looking forward to Judgement, but this has shed a bit of dark light over it. I'm not quite sure what to expect. Now, moving on to another game that I've been playing a lot, and you can see in the background, and that's Halo 4. Now, this is just a brief bit of news that the new map packs are now live, so you can get onto the marketplace, get them downloaded. The first one out is the Majestic map pack. I do believe there's going to be more. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I personally won't be buying these because Judgement is just around the corner. And I'm looking forward more to that than Halo. Halo 4 is just a game that's keeping me going until then. And also until I can get myself on Battlefield 3, which is a little announcement. I will be getting Battlefield 3 in the coming weeks, and you'll be seeing a lot of videos with Battlefield 3 footage. So if you're a fan of Battlefield, I will start bringing you some videos on that. And my final bit of news is actually a bit of good news, and that is there is a massive sale on the Xbox dashboard at the moment on games. Lots and lots of games on demand, much cheaper. The likes of, I think you can get Tom Clancy's Hawks for about £2.60 or something. So if you want a new game, you've only got about £5-6 to spend, get on the Xbox Marketplace, get onto games on demand, because there is a massive sale on. And call me paranoid, but do you think it's coincidental that this sale has come just a couple of days after the big PlayStation announcement? Perhaps they're trying to remind the fans that they can still provide them with something. But nonetheless, whatever their motives for this, it's definitely worth taking advantage of. Get yourself onto the marketplace and get some of those cheap games. So that's my opinions on the latest news from what I've been reading today. I want to know what you guys think as well. This is a discussion. Give me your opinions on everything I've mentioned, and anything else you want me to mention on the next video, I'll get onto that. And I want to give a shout out again to Harlequin Films for helping me promote this channel over the last couple of days. Check them out, especially if you're in a band. They do music videos. They're doing really well. Check out their YouTube channel for a few examples. So I'm going to round this up by saying, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.